Was good, was good. It's your boy Ashy Knuckles. Figured I'd do a stream because the last one I did was a really good stream, and I don't know for whatever reason YouTube didn't decide to save it. I guess maybe I went too long, but we'll see what happened this time. Uh, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. Because dealing with YouTube, I don't know how long they're gonna, I can do a stream before they decide they don't want to save it and end up taking it off, which pissed me off the last time. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it popping right now. Um, Salute new Fat Boy Fitness. I'll be seeing you over there on them videos, boy. You know what? As soon as I put that alcohol down, I'm gonna get back on it. I could still my wind's still good. I can jog for a while. I can do a bunch of push-ups. My cardio cool. But as long as I keep hitting up the happy hour on Friday, I ain't gonna ever get see my goals through. And that woman that I'm with, she don't give a damn. In her mind, she just got that teddy bear she laid up with. So I ain't getting no motivation from the crib. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know. I'm gonna get it popping, but one thing I ain't gonna do is I ain't gonna lose that strength. Brian David up in this thing. What's good? Family, what's happening? Bonton, South Dallas. Peace right back at you, fam. Gil Cole's up in this thing. First time on my show, and you know what, fam, since I've been back, I'm just trying to get used to getting back in the swing of thing. Talking boxing ain't a damn thing to me. That's like waking up talking to the first person you communicate with. I know that sport, but trying to get back used to doing videos and getting back in the swing of things, that's what I need to get back into the habit of doing. Because you know what, I was in the boxing shows, getting the credentials, going to live shows and shit like that. But I fell off out of the mix because not a whole lot of people know this, but I had to make a decision because I wasn't getting that bread from boxing at that time, and I needed the bread because I got a family. So I had to put boxing to the side and make a career change. I was in the field of education early on in my life. I don't know the sciences, I don't know the social studies, the histories, and all that, but I know them numbers. And that was my saving grace, being able to manipulate numbers. But it don't pay being in education, and plus you got to sign a code of ethics. So I really couldn't pop it in the boxing on the boxing videos like I wanted to. I had to come in this motherfucker like I'm Brian Gumbo around this hoe, because you got to sign that code of ethics. And anything you do, you can get your walking papers. And me being the head of the family, I can't afford to not be able to take care of my little ones. You heard me? But when boxing couldn't foot my bills, you know what I'm saying? Because I had big ass house, you know what I'm saying? I had fucking bills, my woman car note at the time. It's just a bunch of stuff. I can't even remember all the bills I had, but I know what I was doing wasn't getting it. So I had to switch away from boxing and get in that oil money. And shit, that's when that bread came in like a damn fool. And I'm from the South. That oil is like dope down here. So, but the thing though, you ain't going to jail though, and they gonna pay you whatever you want. Whether you just doing maintenance and repair or new construction, there's money in that thing. You know, um, I got misdemeanors. I don't have like felonies and stuff like that. But if you play your cards right, if you got felonies, you can still come in this thing. But you just gotta. It's harder. It's harder to break in. But that money there, because I know some fellas. They welders, and they getting bread, and they don't need to come to the plant to get that money. They got a rig. They got the welding shit in the back of their truck. So they do side jobs, and they make more money from their side jobs than they do from coming inside the plant. So if you know how to deposit fresh weld metal, it's money for you in this field, whether you got felonies or not, whether you got misdemeanors, whatever. When you come to that industry, if you got that skill, they'll find a place for you. Believe that. That my partner, he another cat. He stay right across the way. We all got a number of big houses around here, and if you go further to the west, they get bigger. That's where them Charlos stay at. That's where Keenan McCardell stay at. He used to play for Jacksonville Jaguars. They stay out there. Harding used to have a house out there. I can't afford that, but this I can afford, and this here is good enough. You know what I'm saying? But my partner across the street, he from the Nickel Wars. That's the north side. I'm from the south side. He from the north side. Back in the game, we wouldn't even be talking. But he from the Fifth Ward and he getting money. He in the field. He got felonies. I ain't got no felonies. I got nothing but misdemeanors. You know what I'm saying? But he in the field, so anybody can get in the field. You just gotta plug in with the right dude. But I don't even know how I got on that. Let's see what else up in this thing. When are you gonna talk about that oil money? Hey, you know what? That I'll do that one this weekend. I'll do something on that this weekend. If anybody, that's a damn good topic to do because I bet you it's a bunch of brothers that want to get in that oil and don't even know how to get in. So I promise y'all tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Hell yeah. I promise y'all tomorrow. I'll do a video on how to get to that oil money because it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's there like a motherfucker. Big up at what's man? Hold up. The homie blood up in this thing. What's good, family, man? Let me go and get on this thing because I already been drinking, so I don't know how good this conversation gonna be. So whatever. Fuck it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Tyson Fury, man. Let me start off with that boy. And the reason why I want to start off on Tyson Fury is because the last video I did on Tyson Fury, I made a bold prediction that this man would never return to the top of the division at the heavyweights because the dude was coming off of his career-defining win against Vladimir Klitschko, who we already know, him and his brother, the Klitschko brothers, they dominated their era. Regardless of what you want to say about their era, you got a lot of people that feel different kind of ways about it or about them, even though they ain't never done nothing. They always, my hats off to them, they always conducted themselves, at least when that camera on them, like stand-up men. Kudos for that. But a lot of people they feel a certain type of way about the Klitschko's. Whatever. You can feel the way you want about any fighter. That's the luxury of being a damn boxing fan. You can be a fan of whoever the hell you want. You can hate on whoever you want. Whether you hate them or you love them, if you watch them on TV or you buy a ticket, your ass a fan. That's the way it goes in our sport. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he coming off of his win over one of the great heavyweights, Vladimir Klitschko. And what he do? He fall off the face of the earth, battle depression, start delving into cocaine usage like Ricky Hatton did, but he wasn't depressed. He was just balling out of control, getting high. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't judging the man. I mean, he ain't the first one, especially in the sport of boxing. You got guys right now that are champions of the world, and when they off, they over there getting zooted. So, I mean, I'm not judging that man. But at the same time, after a career-defining win, this dude just falls off the map, blows up in weight. I don't even know how many stones that is. I ain't from no damn UK. I don't know what a stone is. I know what a stone is in the south side of United States, and yeah, that's probably what he was smoking on in that glass pipe. You know what I'm saying? But I said he'll never return because guess what? We already know the cliches. You don't play boxing. You don't play boxing. It's unbelievable what these guys put themselves through in order to do this for a living. It's a trip. There's no difference between us and the fighters except for what they're willing to do 9 to 5. We willing to punch a clock. They willing to punch somebody and willing to get punched or try not to get punched. But check this out. It's so easy to say, oh, okay, they get punched or whatnot, and I don't. But when you in a gym and you hearing that, even the guy who coming in the gym and being taught how to fight, if you from the hood or you from wherever you from your section, you learn how to fight from getting your ass whooped. We already know the spill, right? We know how it go. But in the gym, you got to be taught how to correctly throw your punches, how to lead with the jab, how to position yourself, how to stand correctly, how not to cross your back foot, how to keep your hands up. And that's some of the most basic stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, some dudes they don't even get the basics down. Just holding their hand up for long periods of time is It's challenging because guess what? It's tiresome to hold your hands up in the air all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? So you can be in there watching a coach deal with a guy trying to teach this dude how to fight, and his shoulders, he's starting to hurt. His shoulders starting to hurt. Arms starting to hurt. His arms come down, and guess what? Coach telling him, put your hands up. Or if they in the ring with a fighter trying not to beat the shit out of him because the dude don't know no better. Fighter steady telling him, put your hands up. And since he keep bringing his hands down, you will see a fighter just slap the shit out of him every time he put his hands down. Because he ain't gonna learn. He not learning from you talking to him. The only way he gonna learn is through pain. So boxing is tough. You know what I'm saying? So when Tyson Fury decided to get on cocaine, and when he at the top of his division, a career-defining win against one of the dominant heavyweights of the last era, and start getting on cocaine, I had no respect for that dude. And I said he wasn't gonna come back. But one thing I didn't do is what I should have did prior to going to Fred's event and the LDBC convincing me, Ash, you need to come back, along with D-Style. D-Style would text me, say, man, you need to come back. When that happened, I came back and I still hadn't did a video addressing Tyson Fury. So my hat is off to Tyson Fury for coming back, battling through, getting on that dope, you know what I'm saying, shedding all that weight, getting back into decent fight shape, and actually, getting in the ring with the most dominant heavyweight of this era. On that note, I salute that man. But since then, he's fought Tom Schwartz, and now he's fighting a guy named Otto Wallen. What the fuck, dude? You can't, with the same breath, be on ESPN claiming you some type of damn lineal champion, and the guys that you fight not ranked in the top 1,000. Who the hell is Otto Wallen, bro? Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Okay, Wilder wanted to smoke. You gave him a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't used to being in the ring with a guy who's slippery as hell. Even with a dude who an ogre looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you slippery, you got good skills, you gave him a tough fight, and he finally caught up with you and put you on your ass, knocked you out, and your ass woke up. So they already let the boxing fans know that you was in some type of shape, that you respect Wilder. Kudos for that. You survived the fight. But it was the fight itself left a sour taste in the detractors' mind, and Fury fans wanted Fury to get another shot at who we call in the United States the most dominant guy right here in the States against Wilder. And Wilder wanted to smoke. He wanted to smoke like he had easy waters ready. You know what I'm saying? And Fury didn't take the fight with Wilder for whatever reason. He didn't take the fight. So since then, he fight Tom Schwartz. Okay, fine. You want a good tune-up to make sure you still sharp? Go ahead and do Tom Schwartz in. Now he fighting goddamn Otto Wallen. And I'm like, you can't with the same breath be claiming you some type of lineal champion. You ain't fighting nobody. Because whether you a lineal champ, undisputed champ, whatever champ, IBF, WBA, Diamond, whatever, part of being champion is to defend. And you got to defend against the best guys they got out there. The best guys that are within the ranking system. The best guys who rank by anybody you respect. I don't know Otto Wallen. So I got no respect for that. And I got no respect for ESPN wanting to put that bullshit on their network. I really already been feeling some type of way about ESPN back when they gave goddamn Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner, or whatever the hell, the tennis guy, woman, video of courage. I already had no respect for them when they done that shit. But now they trying to come back into the sport of boxing by doing exclusive deals with Top Rank and giving Bud a platform and Shakur Stevens a platform and all the Top Rank fighters a platform. I started to ease up to them again because that's a sport. I love that sport. Y'all love that sport. I love football too, but don't no sport get my love like the damn boxing. Period. And it's been like that for years. So I got no respect for the ESPN allowing this nonsense. HBO used to be in the game. There is no way even HBO would have allowed that. No way. But then again, who knows, man? They let Triple G fight whoever the hell he wanted to too. So, but I ain't got to tune in, and y'all ain't got to either. But All you Fury fans talking about lineal champion, lineal these, lineal that. You know what I'm talking about? Fight some damn body. You a lineal champ. Continue to show that you a champion. Goddamn Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber is fighting one of the most avoided heavyweights a second time. Where y'all at? A tricky, slippery, slick southpaw heavyweight. Heavyweight. We ain't seen one of them since Michael Moore, and Luis Ortiz is way more slicker than Michael Moore, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This dude can box, bang. He got deceiving power. He got good power. And one thing he does well is he will decode what the hell you doing in that ring and set you up for big shots, big combinations to put you down. That's what he do. And that fight against Luis Ortiz is not an easy fight. That's not an easy night for nobody. It ain't gonna be an easy night for Wilder. It could be if him and Mark Breland come up with the proper game plan for that boy. But until then, this is a solid fight. That's what you do when you champion. You fight the best they got out there. So what else on that? Damn all that. Let me see who else up in this thing. Robert Walker, salute Ash. What right back at you, family. Thanks for coming in this thing. Boxing conversations with Reggie Owens. Reggie Owens is everywhere. He all over the damn thing. Reggie Owens all over YouTube, man. Damn celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting that boxing shit out there, bro. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Blood say another Euro bum. Exactly. And that's why how they say we across the pond. That's why we clown. That's why we clown. You know what? I don't even want to say the UK because over here, we don't give a damn, man. We call all that shit the UK. You know what I'm talking about? We'll call all that shit England. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to any of the Brits out there. You know, I fuck with the UK. Everybody who on this YouTube thing know that UK and the Brits are some of the best fans out there, as well as Canada and the such. So it ain't like it's just disrespect, but we say everybody over there from England, and then we'll get corrected when somebody say no, they're from Wales. What the fuck? It's England. We don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna have to just deal with us on that. You know what I'm saying? But this is what make boxing in Europe look like it ain't about nothing. And then couple that with what Dillian White did, man, it's not looking so good for you guys across the pond. So y'all need some get back in a major way, man. Homie D Block Express in that thing. That old vid can change lives. Can't wait. They getting on me hard about picking Yard over Kovalev. Am I missing something? Nope. You ain't missing nothing. You know what? Part of being champion is to defend. And in this sport of boxing, this one for you, D Block. I'm gonna go in on that Yard Kovalev fight in the future too, real soon. Part of being champion is to defend. You know what I'm saying? And number two, the old heads got to give the young fighters their opportunity, especially when these old heads are champion. You know, that's just the way it go. And if you beat the old heads, then that's passing the torch. So Anthony Yard can't officially get the recognition that he desire until he knock off a major dude. And Kovalev is a major dude. You know what I'm saying? He's had big fights with big time fighters. That he also killed a man with his hands. So a big win over him means a lot. And the only way he gonna know if he can beat that guy is to get in the ring with him. What's the point of people saying, "Oh, Yard can't beat Kovalev"? And Kovalev, what is Kovalev supposed? I mean, what is Yard supposed to do? Like, you know what? You're right. I ain't gonna fight him. What the fuck? That's what he in the ring. That's what he in the sport for, to test himself against the best they got out there. And if he come up short, then oh well. At least he had the nuts to get between them ropes and do that thing. So he got the natural ability, the speed, and the strength to get it done. Will he have the game plan and be able to execute against a savvy veteran? Well, that's what we'll be able to see moving forward. Boxing conversations with Reggie Owens say we grind in this boxing truth, controlling the narrative for sure that, and putting up the resistance against old bigot media. Yeah, they out there and they been out there, and I'm talking deep too. And they feel some type of way, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't deal with them. And the few brothers that they got out there in the media, they want to be a part of that. So they'll look down on you, man. They look down on you like you nobody. I'll be like, man, you dude, y'all depend on this sport to sustain you. this is my passion. You know what I'm talking about? I got something that I can lean on as far as how I survive in this thing. You know what I'm saying? But this is my passion, and I want to get back at it. I want to, be able to go to these fights and stuff like that again, and write and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's shit fun, man. So it is what it is. Homie Blood said these type have been in the division for years. These new fans like to say, "Wow, they ain't fought no live bodies yet." Then they can never name all these great fighters he dug. That's the truth. All you can do is fight the best fighters that are within your weight, within and around your weight, within your era. It's the same thing the Klitschko's did. They could only fight who they have within their era. That's what Wilder's doing. I mean, the dude is giving a rematch to one of the most avoided heavyweights, former champion that's in the division. Still, nobody is stepping up to face him. Joshua ain't facing him. Who else is willing to face Luis Ortiz? You know what I'm talking about? So, I mean, it becomes comical after a while. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm trying to get back up in this boxing thing. My old site, the rebirth has occurred. I got the site up. You can go there. It's at www.mandatorydefense.com. Checking it out. Checking it out. Check it out. I'm still editing it, but it's looking real live right now. I'm adding new features every day. I think the homie D Style is gonna be a contributor. That'll be live. Eventually, I like to put together a whole team all around the US so we can send guys to these fights all across the US and everybody can be a contributor. You know what I'm saying? Totally free. I'm not requesting nothing. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to donate, you can donate to PayPal me at Ashy Knuckles. It ain't going in my pocket because I don't need nobody money to sustain me. It will be totally towards the web, the site, sending guys to fights, you know what I'm saying? Planes, travel, whatever. Because I don't need nobody to help me take care of my family. They good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not taking I'm not finna take a huge chunk out of my pocket just to contribute to the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I get to the point where boxing is just giving me everything that I put into it, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? But right now, it ain't like that, and we'll see what happens on that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not asking for nothing. If you feel like donating or contributing a penny, a nickel, a quarter, a dollar, the link is in the description thing. I'll put it in there. Knowing YouTube ain't no telling. Outside of that, I got the Facebook page. It's not my personal Facebook, it's a page. It's the Mandatory Defense Boxing page. It's at Facebook backslash come out fighting. Take the G off of fighting and leave it at fighting. Slide through there, just like it. I just put it together yesterday. In fact, I think yesterday. I just put it together. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do my thing and go hard at this thing a second time. All right, enough of all that. Marlo's Corner, salute right back to you, man. Y'all cite something else over there, man, with the commentary, bro. I like this shit. My only problem, the last time I was there at Marlo's Corner is y'all was ahead of my stream time and my TV time. So y'all be telling me shit gonna happen, and then like 20 seconds later it happened. But I'll be like, oh, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So it ain't never on the same time, but I don't know. Maybe at some point, my shit will catch up. I guess we just slow as hell down here in the South. I don't know. But kudos to y'all for that work y'all do. Uh let's see. There's something else I want to talk. What y'all think about Canelo getting stripped, man? IBF took his title away from him, man. Part of being champion is to defend that mug, man. It's kind of weird because all of these pay-per-view stars ain't never really been pushed to do all these mandatories. When the last time Oscar De La Hoya, his own promoter, Canelo promoter, got forced to do a mandatory? You know, Floyd really didn't do mandatories until later on in the game. You know what I'm saying? When he was in the latter years, he wasn't doing mandatories. He started doing them later. I don't know. I mean, you can't force a pay-per-view guy to do a damn mandatory because the belt at that point he makes the belt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's up on that, man. I know they were, back and forth and trying to figure out who they want to fight, whether it was Deverchenko, if he wanted to go up and fight Kovalev, go up in, two weights to fight Kovalev in a dangerous fight because he not a light heavyweight. That's easier said than done. Or I heard talks of him wanting to match up with what's the cat? Oh, Andre Demetrius Andre would have been a great fight against a tricky left-handed boxer, and Canelo has given guys like that an opportunity in the past. That's why I'm not really so. I'm one of the few that's never really so hard on Canelo. I used to criticize him way back in the game, right? Way back when he made Matthew Hatton come up to 154 pounds to fight for a vacant title. We all know that the limit is 154 at light middleweight, junior middleweight, but the fight was at a catch weight by Golden Boy at 150 pounds, and Canelo didn't even make the weight. So at that point, I was really feeling some type of way about Red. But since then, since that point, he's one of my favorite fighters today. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I give him is he give guys an opportunity, guys who most people ain't getting in the ring with. Like he gave Laura an opportunity to fight him. He gave Austin Trout an opportunity. So it wouldn't surprise me if he gave Andre an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Fighters fight. Fighters will fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? I've stood by this. I still believe it. Now, what will happen moving forward? I don't know. But at the same time, I'm not sure if they should have took that title from him. I think Golden Boy should have did their due diligence, should have did their homework and filed for an extension or try to get an exception this time around for voluntary defense. That's totally on the promotion, not on the fighter. Um, until Canelo break away and start his own thing, you can only fight the guys that's placed in front of you. Whether Golden Boy is having trouble dealing with the zone on them approving a suitable opponent for Canelo, it's tough. But at the same time, boxing moves on, and whoever the next two combatants within the 160-pound division will get an opportunity to fight for a vacant title. Boxing moves on. You never know. Some unknown guy may come from the boxing abyss and become somebody. That's the beauty about the sport. That's how we get unknown guys who come from nowhere and become somebody. Homie D Block Express says, your history, General. Does Wilder rank amongst the hardest hitter of all time? Do that work, Tommy? No. Do that work ain't taking no punches either. The only thing we can do is judge it with the biggest hitters in history and how the opponents what their history is like being in the ring with them. What their experience is like being with them. We can only judge by what we see because this is what we do. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? we not gloving up. We not, I'm getting taped up and gloving up and taking those punches. So all we can do is go off what the opponents say. Now you got some people that say Wilder got that stupid power. You got other people that say, it's a snap power, and before you know it, you in trouble. It's different variations of power. I say if you look at his record, I think his record tells the story that once he hits you, you know what I'm saying? He has the ability to disconnect you, if only for a moment. All he needs you to do is lay down for 10 seconds. That's all you need in the sport of boxing. You ain't got to send guys to the hospital. You ain't got to break jaws, even though that's part of the sport. But dudes get their jaw broken in the gym. But all you got to do is be able to put a guy down and he lay down for 10 seconds. So Wilder's been able to do that. He got 41 victories and 41 guys have touched the canvas. He ain't knockout out 41, but 41 guys, 42 guys, 41-0-1. So 42 guys have touched the canvas, but he got 40 KOs out of the 41 victories. And I'll say it'll be hard to keep him out of that conversation as far as the pound for pound punches in the sport of boxing historically. Um, Salem Brim said you are wrong, and that's the end of that. Reggie Owen said, "I'm glad they stripped him. Now he's flipping on Golden Boy. He feeling some type of way about the homie Spatula. I don't want to use. Let me not use Fanon. That's Fanon term. And y'all, I hope y'all. I don't want to go into why he being named that because that's been beat to death. I'm trying to get that man, considering the fact when he was a fighter, he was vicious. So I'm trying to give him the respect, and I think they revoked me from credentials the last time I dealt with Golden Boy. I was trying to cover the Canelo versus Kirkland fight. So I did the pre-fight. I did the first press conference, and I interviewed Oscar. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed him, and then after that, they never gave me credentials to that fight. And I've worked Golden Boy fights before. I've dealt with their with the PR people. Now I know they run a tight ship at Golden Boy. They're not like Top Rank. Top Rank is a little loose with it. You can do a whole lot more with Top Rank. And Top Rank, I don't know. Top Rank may be a better company. It just may be. Golden Boy run a tighter ship though. They're both good companies. I ain't gonna lie. Even though we feeling some type of way about them based on those emails or whatnot, but from a business standpoint, because I'm all about the business, you know what I'm saying? I can rock with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would have fighters sign with them if I was their manager. I'd go for a better deal depending on the fighter, but I wouldn't just avoid them totally. If you can get that bread, get it. But Salem Brim said, I totally disagree, but go on. I have no idea what you're talking about, family. Brian David says they took his title, but if GGG win his fight, Canelo will fight GGG for the IBF again. I would love to see a third fight. I'm not a big GGG fan, but I ain't a big GGG hater either. I judge the fight based on what I see, not by hype, not by what the boxing fans say. What the boxing fans say and what's done in the sport and what's done according to his resume are two different things. They say he's an all-time great. His resume is not congruent with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what you say. It ain't. Name the fighters. He don't have them on his resume. And they were there. They were fighters within his era. Hold up a minute. Hello? Hey, I'm online. Make it quick. Oh yeah, I'm good. All right. Sorry about that. He don't have the resume that makes that statement factual, and they were there. And I don't need to name them all because those who say that you just playing dumb, acting like you don't know. Um, did you take credit from Canelo for getting popped? Lost all the respect for Red after that. You know what? My feelings on that is maybe a little bit different from everybody else. The reason why is because I'm down here, and I know I've been around Mexicans my whole life, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a culture thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to get some damn meat in Mexico that got clenbuterol in, because the farmers do use that. They do use that. I don't know how to use it, but they use it. In fact, clenbuterol is so easy to get down here. When I was in this plant just last year, one of my guys down there, he's a Mexican, he was trying to give me some can't say the shit. He was trying to give me some clenbuterol because he was trying to drop a couple of pounds, and that clenbuterol make you sweat. You know what I'm saying? It just heat your body up, making it easier for you to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? And he was taking it, and he was shredding weight on that job. Weeks and weeks and weeks. So at the end of the day, you can't just sweep it under the rug, because there is a drug testing protocol. And in my field, in that oil field, they take my hair. You know what I'm saying? They take my hair and they drug test us. And when they take your hair, they can see what you've been doing for the last 6 years, as opposed to you just peeing. And it ain't no forgiveness, man. You pop dirty in my field, they blackball the hell out of you. So, whatever criticism that he get is par for the course. You should have known better. He a star back home in Mexico. He walked down the street. He gonna have thousands of people trying to hug him. It ain't like here where they try to get you to sign stuff and stuff. Like down there, they be trying to feed you and give you stuff. That's how they endear themselves to you in Mexico. It's just a culture thing. So I didn't go hard on them like most would. That's because I'm from the South. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Uh, where we at? Belts no longer hold that kind of value. True that, especially in the way the lower divisions, they really don't have no value. I mean, you got to give them credit for winning the title, and add it to their list of feats when you judging however their career goes. But I think D Style did a video years ago about the participants in each weight class and why in the lower divisions, like the minimum weight, the flyweights, don't hold the same stock as like the welterweights and so forth, because on the mere premise of the participants that are participating within those divisions. In fact, I think Blood did something like that. I think Blood had a video like that a long time ago too. So yeah, but at the same time, belts are pretty much meaningless. But that may be us hardcore boxing fans. That's our judgment. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, championship fights are money fights, and it's going to continue to be that as long as there is a such thing as a casual boxing fan. So, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, but you are erring on the side of confidence. I would smoke him. All right. I'm lost in them. I'm lost as hell. Blood Box can say the Canelo weight. We already know. In fact, on mandatory defense.com, man, in the pound for pound rankings, y'all check that shit out. Check out the rankings at mandatory defense.com. I know about 50% of the people that look at it gonna have something to say about their rankings. I don't like doing it, but everybody does it. If you don't like the listing, drop a comment and let me know what yours look like, and we can just chop it up. But check it out, man. I'm getting cold with that HTML stuff, bro. I feel you, blood, but out the bitch can't be champion. True that. Wilder is a pussy, man. Man, you get blocked over here saying that, bro. Ain't no puss. Ain't no pussies in boxing, bro. I'm being honest with everybody who own this thing. There ain't no pussies in boxing. You got some, and I kind of blame the writers for this too. You know what I'm saying? Because the writers put out this dumbass shit talking about I don't like a safety first fighter. What the fuck is a safety first fighter? What the fuck? What is safety first? I ain't never heard that until I start fucking with the internet in this boxing shit. Let me tell you something. The moment you put them gloves on and you put that mouthpiece in your mouth, you tape up and you get in there and you stand in front of the referee and he giving you the instructions, your ass ain't safe. You ain't safe. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no such thing as no safety first fighter. Tell Dadashev that. You know what I'm saying? Tell that other cat that. The moment you step between the ropes, your ass ain't safe. You got an opponent that's on the other side of the ring that's ready to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, y'all see these guys in the suits. You see these guys with cameras. Y'all see the lights, the big TV shows, the broadcast, the stars in the audience. That's they trying to make it more civilized. They're trying to show you a civil side of something that's barbaric. It is barbaric to go up in the ring and try to render a man unconscious for cash. It is. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do to try to make a sport out of it. But outside of the fact that them making a sport out of it, the actual deed of going in that ring and fighting another man for 12 rounds, you know what I'm saying? And he trying to beat the brakes off of you and you him. There's nothing safe about it. It's what you taught that can keep you safe through the course of going through that. Boxing is nothing to play with. You don't play boxing. This is the hurt business. The moment you sign the contract, you got big problems. I hope we don't have to keep going through this, but I know, with the different eras that come and go, and the fans that come in and out of the sport, you got to continue to teach these guys that shit. It's nothing to play with. Guys get their teeth knocked out in the gym. Guys get knocked out in the gym. Guys get beat up in the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough process learning how to fight. Some gravitate towards it better than others. You know what I'm saying? But fighting is not easy. Ain't nothing easy about it. You know what I'm saying? When after a fight and you turn that TV over and you turn the TV off and you roll over and go to sleep, them guys either going to the hospital or they going to their house, and that's when the swelling start taking place. They feeling all these aches in their body. You know what I'm talking about? Some guys' eyes swell so much that their eyes are shut for the next few days. Some guys been getting hit low, but underneath the belt on their hip. You know what I'm saying? That the referee didn't see, and they can't walk. And a woman got to help them to the kitchen, help them to the bathroom, help them take a shower. This is a fighter's life. This is what really happens in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm talking about? There's nothing to play with in this sport, and you don't have to be in there with a star fighter to have that happen to you. All you got to do is be in there with somebody who's hungry enough to try to knock your block off, and you're going through that. And that's just the way it is. A lot of guys don't even know how many of these fighters got false teeth. You know, this sport is serious, man. We're us as boxing fans. We're brutal. We say a lot of crazy shit in terms of these fighters, but it's serious. Even my criticism against the fighters, I'm not really rocking with. I got respect for them for what they do. Trust me, I do. Now, that's why I always try to bring that out before I start criticizing. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I will give them props too. But in the whole grand scheme of things, I hope guys finally get that. And I'm not going to bring this too much further because last time I went further than this, it didn't save my stream and I wasn't able to upload it the last time. I wanted to get into the Bud situation, of Bud interacting with his fans, which is a great thing. He says he has confirmed that Errol Spencer's not ducking him. That's internet talk. You know what I'm saying? That's just internet talk. You know what I'm saying? The fighters aren't afraid of each other, but the homie Black Fight Fan, he squared it off real nice and plain of how they have fear. And it makes total sense. When you come to a certain level in boxing and you achieve the things you have achieved based on your hands, you got that car out there, you got this big house, you got a lot of stuff happening because of your ability in the ring. And then you have another guy who wants to get in the ring with you, who has the ability to take all that you've achieved. Yeah, that's fear. Even though you ain't afraid of that man, you size up with him. You looking at him, you ain't worried about him, but he coming with something serious too. Even though you think you may beat him, the chance of you losing is still high too because he's somebody. So yeah, maybe a little fear set in on that aspect. And he made a whole bunch of sense on that. I gave the homie his card on that because I ain't never really heard that breakdown before. But man being afraid of another man, that ain't happening in the sport. But they are afraid of losing everything they gain. That made total sense. So I give Bud credit for that, for at least telling the boxing fans it ain't no fear in this thing. It's business, and the business of boxing ain't popping for them right now. Said I was just playing with you. Great content. Salute to you, bro. I'm glad you stopped in. Come through anytime. Blood say, can you smoke marijuana if you have a medical pass in the plants in the South? Hell no. They can make weed legal. You know what I'm saying? They can make weed legal in Texas, all over the world. They can make it legal. But in the plant operates on its own jurisdiction because you're talking about billionaires. And I don't give a damn what politicians do. The dudes who got the money run this country. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that you have a voice in this country is if your pockets are deep enough. And if you ain't no billionaire or a millionaire, more than likely our pockets ain't deep enough. But they'll lie to you and tell you that they got your best interests at heart. That's just the nature of politics, man. But no, man, I don't give a damn if you got a medical pass or not. They be like, that's great. Smoke all the weed you want. You just won't be working here. That's the way they'll pop it with you. You know what I'm saying? That's just And the killing part about it, man, I don't even want to. I was about to incriminate myself, but no, it ain't popping, man. So you just gotta, if you want to do this and you smoke that bud, you know what I'm saying? You just got to make a decision on what's more important at the time, you know, because the bud gonna be there, but the opportunity to break into the oil and gas field and get this bread, you know, it don't come by often. It's not the easiest field to break into, but if you got your mind right and you got stuff in order and you did all your due diligence, you can get in this thing and you can climb, and I mean fast, if you got your mind right, and travel all over the country, meet a whole bunch of people. You know, I know guys, I met guys that were in their teens, right? They were in their teens. Well, I could say I'll save that for tomorrow. I'll save it for tomorrow. All right, man. Once again, stop by the Facebook page. It's in the description. It's Facebook / Come Out Fighting. Fighting with Fightin, not the G. Come Out Fighting. It's the mandatory defense page. Go through there, like it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do is click like. Click like. That's it. Share it with a friend. Stop at mandatorydefense.com. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better at the HTML. I got to break back into the sport like I used to. And what else I have for you guys? I don't even know what else I got. So I'm gonna keep trying to bring out these videos. If you want to hear the Arreola Kownacki, I know I said his name wrong. You want to hear that breakdown? Go to D Style Video. We did a collab on Thursday. It was fire. It was It's Roy Jones Appreciation Week. Slide through there. I done listened to it 3 times already, and I was in the video. So check that out too, man. Everybody on archive, I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button on the way out, man. Y'all have a good Friday night, man. I'm out.